they met a different team. I think they are where they lost this game. First of all, their mentality wasn't right. I felt maybe I might be wrong, but I felt the way they approached the game wasn't right. Maybe they felt that they've been winning other big teams, Madrid, Inter, this, that, and also the road to the Champions League finals. They won a lot of English teams, likes of Aston Villa, Liverpool, Manchester City. So they have defeated all these teams. Understand? So it felt like it was a common ground for them. Like they've seen it or who is Chelsea and all that. If they could beat Liverpool, high flying Liverpool, beat Manchester City with their quality, Aston Villa and all this. But yeah, I think they underrated Chelsea a little bit because they didn't have another plan. Luis Enrique just had one plan, just that plan, and then at a point you get find out. That is just football. You'll be winning and winning and winning, and then at a point you just get found out, and they were found out. How will they find out? Mendes. They capitalized on that space. All Chelsea's ball, they are going through that space. Because on the other side, Hakimi was covering on his own part. Understand? But for Mendes, I didn't really understand what happened to him. Was it maybe is it fatigue or tiredness? Because we know him for his recovery pace. He has that pace, he has that energy when he goes up to come back. But it seems like when he goes up, he doesn't have that pace again to come back. So that space was left there for Chelsea to thrive on. And also Kichka didn't really do well because Kichka is one of those players that also track back to help Nuno Mendes in defense. And I didn't see that much from him so last night. That gave room for enough space for Chelsea to the likes of Gusto and Palmer was just using that wing, like you understand, splitting the defense. So good one for Chelsea and for Maresca for pointing that out. So that is it. When you bring your tactics into the game and when you stick to the plan, it works for you. And for PSG, it's not the end of the road. It's football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And the painful thing is that what they were doing to other people, they did it to them. 3-0 unreplied, no goal scored, no more chances for them. You understand? And it's football. Sometimes football is unscripted. You understand? You might think because everybody is going this way that is going to go this way. No, it's no. That's why it's football. You have to give chance for surprise. You understand? And then let's go over to Chelsea. And one thing Maresca did brilliantly, and because I've already said it in my preview that first of all, they need to make sure Caicedo was fit enough for that game, which luckily he was. And secondly, I think he was smart not to put Palmer in that midfield because that would have given space for PSG to try. Because if you watch, that midfield was too compact. They could not put that passes in between the lines of the midfield. So they had to take their balls to the wings because the midfield was choked up. How the Maresca did it? He brought in James and Caicedo with Enzo. These three guys, athletic guys. Like I said, if you need to stop these guys, you need athletic midfielders, strong on the ball, aggressive on the tackles, and they can players that can run for 90 minutes, pressing, 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 pressing. And this is what he did. He put James into the midfield together with Caicedo. He helped Caicedo a lot. James helped him to cover a lot of grounds, cover some spaces in the midfield, and also for Enzo. Also did well, very athletic, you understand, in defense, perfect. Also in attack, he was there also. And brilliant one for Chelsea. They started even right from the whistle. You could tell the mentality in which they brought into the game. They were just right on top of PSG to press them down. And this is when you stick to the plan. This is what you get. And also moving Palmer also to the wings. We saw Palmer when he first came to Chelsea under Pochettino, how well he tried from the wings, but Maresca came in and put him to the midfield. Since then, he has not really been the Palmer we know, and he came back to the wings and see how well he played. That's football for you, understand? That's football for you. Kudos to these guys, and for Chelsea, their fans are happy, and what can't you be against all? No one gave you a chance, and you did the job. So, congratulations to them, to Maresca and his boys. the season awaits them, and at this time, and there'll be pressure on them in the season because people will be expecting Chelsea to go for the league. Of course, they have the players, they have the quality, so it's quite right if you say Chelsea are one of the favorites to win the Premier League this season. And no other person than Ice Cold Kopama, like Kopama, player of the tournament, and he really had his own. You understand? 2 goals, 1 assist, and like he said, he loved finance. You understand? And he's built for finance. This guy has been performing even like for Manchester City. I remember the goal he scored. I think that was it Super Cup? Yeah, that he scored for Manchester City. Yeah, yeah, I think so. That was the Super Cup against that was Sevilla. Yeah, which he scored. Scored in the Conference League. You understand? And now the Club World Cup. So this guy really, really impressed me. You understand? And 3 goals, 1 assist, and brilliant performance for him. His stocks is just rising. You understand? Know that how they say it. Um, no other way to announce yourself in the big stage. You understand? And when you meet the big boys, when you meet the big games, in the big games against the big teams, you perform. That is how you are being rated. You are not being rated by performing only on against the smaller teams, but when you meet the bigger teams, the big boys, you show yourself, and the stocks is rising, and a good one for Palmer. You understand? And then for Chelsea, they have a big talent in their hand. Of course, his talent is not